Hello, this is reach9, and I'm on my second season because I've just whooped so, and I'm now driving for Mercedes. So let's get started. I'm ready to start. And relation. So let's get started. The first race is at Australia, Melbourne. So let's get started.
Welcome to our viewers from around the globe. You join us just as today's practice session for the Australian Grand Prix is about to start. Now then, Anthony Davidson, there's been a lot of talk over...
New car, let's see what it feels like. If there's anyone watching on YouTube, like subscribe to my channel and a couple of other people. Create a little sidecar and Bravo 060777. Perfect lap.
Program complete. Good work. Now back to the garage. We'll start going over the data.
Jesus. Crazy driver. that's when we return back to the garage. Now let's go to qualifying.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the...
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
Right, qualifying it is then.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying...
It's a lovely morning in Australia at Melbourne. While I've been playing Alien Isolation, if you anyone want to check out Pretty Little Psycho, she's been playing it and check out her gameplay. Oh, that was just easy.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for it.
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
Right, let the race begin. Hope you enjoy the race, and I'm going to leave you to the commentators.
The atmosphere is heavy with expectation and anticipation, and bearing the weight of that burden today is a place we know very well indeed. It's Albert Park. The story of the season begins here then with the Australian Grand Prix, and it's time for the first chapter to be written. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Joining me to talk you through the action today is Anthony Davidson, and give us an idea of what kind of thing you're going to be looking out for today.
Well, the big question for me is whether or not we're going to see the cars able to follow each other closely enough to overtake, especially through the fast sections here. Of course, we've got DRS, and that will help on the straights, but it's still no good if you're coming off the previous corner too slowly or too far behind.
What a great way to start the season. Pole position. Now let's take the win.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. It's Mercedes in pole position then, edging out Raikkonen, who'll start P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen, Bottas, Button, Alonso, and Daniel Kvyat, Perez, Massa, Nico Hulkenberg, and Grosjean, Wehrlein, Haryanto, Carlos Sainz, and Esteban Gutierrez, Ericsson, and Nasser, Jolyon Palmer, and Kevin Magnussen rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Well, enjoy the race and let the race begin. It's 5 laps, so hope you enjoyed them. Doing quite well. It's all a nice lovely sunny day in Australia. More laps to go. away from the checkered flag and I took the win. It was a good start for the second season and a good win from a new team.
Yes, you did. Well done.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. There's been a league change at the top of the championship after a superb performance. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to say Carlos Sainz. It was probably...
Well, thank you for watching. That was the Melbourne Grand Prix, from practice to qualifying into the race for my new team. So, I will see you for the next race, or maybe Alien Isolation later on tonight. So, thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel, reach933, and see you later.